Today, from Seattle, Washington, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. Josh Allen and the Seattle Seahawks taking on Justin Herbert and the Carolina Panthers.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to Week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Carolina Panthers and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. It's Josh Allen that'll be orchestrating the offense, a 6'5" quarterback from Wyoming.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw there taken in by Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Allen. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Allen. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Steps away to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. The Seahawks send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
It hasn't taken Herbert long to earn the status of one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. He's locked and loaded on every snap, and the second he sees an opening, the ball's soaring downfield. You've got to be on your A game at all times against him. The second you slip up, he's liable to burn you.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. The numbers for him from a week ago: 21 carries, 59 yards, and a touchdown.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments to how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
On 2nd down, McKee, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Working with 2nd and 5 now. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Herbert. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The Panthers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And this will be quite a start for them if they could win 2 straight on the road.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't do them any favors. They gave them 2 road games right out of the gate. But the thinking on the team has to be, imagine if we win these 2 games. What a setup for the rest of the season for us.
We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Herbert. That's complete, left side to Bateman. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Now a handoff up the middle. McKee, they'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. We're taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. From midfield, here's Allen. Allen's got it complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Allen now looks to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. After the turnover, here's Herbert looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On 2nd down now, McKee. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Herbert. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. They'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Forced out to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing now is Allen. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this will be taken at the 13. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. Possession of the football goes over to Carolina. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, McKee, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
The coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Herbert now. And this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Extra point forthcoming. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Carolina getting set to take the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. To throw again on second down. Herbert. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. This offense so far on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They were losers to Philadelphia a week ago. Now they find themselves in the lead as they start this drive. Now Hall to start the drive. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Play action. Now it's Allen. Complete. Smith has it. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Here's Allen. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. To the air, Allen. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Ball again on 2nd down. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Here's Allen to throw it. It's caught. Smith. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Straight ahead is Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Panthers about ready to take over. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. On 2nd down now, McKee. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Right back to him on 1st down. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. McKee, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns. That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Allen. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Hall ought to give up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 31-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 down at the 31. Allen going to throw. And he'll find Hall. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Allen. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Justin Jefferson. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2, and they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They'll start on the ground here on first down. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He finds Bateman over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, McKee, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go. Here we go.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert got his man complete over the middle. It's Hayes. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Herbert trying to find Barkley on the out route, and he's got him. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Herbert's throw complete there to Bateman. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. Now they go screen. It's complete. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Panthers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Now it's Herbert. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. From 4 yards out. And the Panthers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Until that late score here in the 2nd quarter, they only had the field goal. So that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, and when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half. But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
The extra point up and good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally, you run to set up the pass. Here, it feels like they're passing.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Here's Herbert. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there. As the first half is winding down. And the Panthers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where it was the visiting Bucs who were able to come in and win one on the road. A 20-point win, 34-14, the final. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And this one going the visitors' way, as the Cardinals have the lead in that one. Kyler Murray has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get out to Southern Nevada and see what's happening with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Chiefs. The Raiders played well a week ago. They're doing it again as they try to run their mark to 2-0. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Panthers ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play?
Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So this game tied at the half, and if you wondered who would come up with the first big play of this third quarter, we have our answer.
Well, in basketball, you know how they tell you to have active hands defensively? I think the same thing applies here. Nice job there, prying the ball free. And now their guys have a chance to take the lead if they can put something together. The beauty of doing it in football, you don't get called for a foul if you hit their arms.
A handoff for Hall. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Allen. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. So out now is the Seattle field goal team. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And his kick here is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, McKee. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Taken down at the 42.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Herbert. Wide open receiver complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 44-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. Back to throw. Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. From the 38, Herbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Back to throw again. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And he's gonna miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. And out now come the Seahawks. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
To throw again on second down. Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. McKee trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Up the middle they go. McKee, and they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Going for Bateman. He's got him on the out route. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. He still makes a catch, even though it was tapped by the linebacker. On 1st down, it's Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. Here's Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Herbert off of play action. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Herbert back to the air. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. On second down now, McKee, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. McKee, and he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. A big win there defensively on 2nd and goal. A loss of 7, and it brings up 3rd.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. A CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. On play action, Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Herbert on first down now. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it second down. Herbert. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. McKee. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 61 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 1st down, right back to Hall. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Hall again. And this will be a Seahawks 1st down as he gets it up past the 35.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. from midfield. Here's Allen. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down. Allen. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line. Back to the ground with Hall. Room here to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 22 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's a give to Hall. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2nd and 9. Here's Hall. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The offense on 3rd down, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. Now Allen. And that is incomplete. Now Allen, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And the Panthers will get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Now a handoff up the middle. McKee. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 101 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Up the middle they go. McKee, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Herbert now. Complete again to Bateman. What a game he's having. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down. Looking to throw. Herbert. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. McKee, and down inside the 40 to about the 38. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
On 1st down, McKee, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. McKee, and the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now it's Herbert. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And this one is right through. And that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet. Okay, being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Josh Allen in the offense now. Down 27-20, 1:40 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down.
Throwing is Allen. Finding Watkins. Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
But the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Now Allen. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Allen. He's got Smith here.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Allen. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Clock running, and the Seahawks, they're running too, trying to speed up to the line of scrimmage. Dancing to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Here's Allen.
And incomplete on the deep ball. One final try here for Allen. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Being chased out left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Well, it came down to the final play in such a close ballgame. What a game it was, but they can't get that last throw off. Good job by that defense to get in there for the sack to seal it.
And for fans watching the game, a little bit anticlimactic, don't you think, partner? Not even able to get off one last throw to see how it would have turned out. Instead, pass rush got to him and ended it that way.
So for the Panthers, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.